Sorry, I sent you
Yeah. Okay, so welcome to Econ 501. This is week 2 for section 2. So, and since section 1 last Saturday class, there was a government holiday, so the section 1 class can attend today. And some of the people in section 1 may not be able to attend. So what I've done from my previous experience from last semesters, I basically, if we lose a class for whatever reason, the other section, it's a shortened class. But what we are going to do next week, we will revisit these topics again before we start a new topic. Okay, so that everybody has a more or less level playing ground. So can you see the slides?
Yes, sir.
Okay, lovely.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We said this class is for sections 1 and 2 because last Saturday, October 16 was a government holiday. Since classes are online, candidates from both sections can attend. Recording version will be made available. And in section 1, contents of today's class shall be summarized again. So if there is somebody here from section 1, you're most welcome to attend. And if you have friends who could not attend for whatever reason, most of this topic will be discussed again in the next week. Okay, so first things first, please try to join the Google Classroom using your BRAC University G Suite. If you have trouble, go to YouTube and see a tutorial on how to use it. Try to use the class code. The class code is
Sir,
huh? Carry on.
join হয়ে গেছে sir.
Okay, lovely. So if anybody is having trouble, the best the strategy would be to go to YouTube and see a tutorial. And by this time, probably most of you have joined the Facebook group. So that's one good advantage. Second, please get access to the Google Drive because after every class, I'll be uploading everything there. So over there, you can access all the files. And this access link, drive.google.com.etc. This is an open access, so you can just click and join. Okay, so the main thing is, we've discussed this a little bit last week. What is managerial economics? Managerial economics is how business managers make decisions. This is not a course that discusses entrepreneurship, how to become an entrepreneur, etc. It's basically, you're a business manager. You might be the owner of the company. You might be working for the company. How do you make a decision? So it's an applied branch of economics that uses tools and techniques from economic theory to enable business managers to make better decisions. The next question is, why are we using tools for economics? Why not from any other branch? The reason is because economics has been discussing decision making from the end of the 19th century. So their development has been before anybody else, and some of the tools have stood the test of time because their applications are widely observed in the real world. That's why we'll use tools from economics. Now, what is the science of decision making? The science of decision making basically discusses how we make a decision. It does not delve into the challenge whether our decision has been good or bad. Whether a decision has been good or bad, we can only find out after the decision has been made. Before a decision is made, we can never tell with 100% accuracy whether our decision will be good or bad. But before the decision is made, there are some techniques that we follow. One second, please. Sorry. One of the problems that happens when you're at home, somebody comes and knocks on your door. Okay, so basically what happens is there are some techniques on the basis of which we're going to make a decision. And we're going to use models. Now, what is a model? If I draw a bridge, Podda bridge, on a piece of paper, and it's not the real bridge, but after looking at the picture, I can tell that this is Podda bridge. I can tell that this is a part of Dhaka. So models are actually abstractions of reality in the sense that they don't tell you the real experience, but they tell you what the real experience may be like, as if you're going through a real experience. Again, we've discussed this again, that some of you, most of you have done an economics course in your undergrad, because most of you have come from a business background. So, and those who have not done an economics course, there's nothing to worry about, because we will try to keep the course as less technical as possible, number one, and two, as more practical oriented as possible. Now, historically, if this was say 5 years ago, what I was teaching in this course, I'm not teaching anymore, because there's a lots of things in managerial economics and also microeconomics that have become totally obsolete, and we never use them in reality. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to focus on specific topics that have real world applications, which will benefit you professionally and maybe in your personal life as well. And as before, ask as many questions as you like. No problem. There's a Facebook group. You can ask in the Facebook group as well. Now you've started an MBA. Today or tomorrow it will finish. Maybe you'll be 1 semester, 2 semesters late. But how you learn and how you utilize every available opportunity, that is a choice you have to make for yourself. Okay, so what we do, one, how do we define economics? Economics is basically a science of scarcity. Everything is scarce. That's why we have to make a choice. Now, when we were in our mother's womb, everything was given, we got everything automatically. Whatever we needed, we got automatically. The moment we came to the world, we started shouting, because our oxygen the supply got stuck. The moment we came to the world, we had to fight for oxygen. So economics is that because of scarcity, we have to make a choice. Now, who makes this choice? We can make choice as individuals, like everybody in this class can make an individual choice. We can also make a choice on behalf of others. Now, many of you are already working somewhere, right?
Yes, sir.
So when you're making a choice in your office, you're not making an individual choice like you would at home. You're making a choice, you're making the choice on your own, but you're making the choice on behalf of others. So that's another way of making a choice. So economics is basically how individuals, firms, governments, and other organizations make choices, and then we see how these choices determine a society's uses of resources. Now, the key words are in this particular definition, according to Stiglitz and Walsh: individuals, firms, governments, and others. We will be interested in the first two, individuals and firms. How governments make a choice, that's a different course. Public policy, public economics, whatever term you use. How NGOs or other social organizations make a choice, for example, BRAC University or BRAC makes a choice, that's a different issue altogether. And what are the consequences of our choice that we make either as an individual or as a group? Now, these are the four basic things that we want to look at today. Number one, trade-off. Number two, incentives. Number three, exchange. Number four, information. And number five, distribution. Distribution is, I'm mentioning it here just for the sake of mentioning, because distribution, this is not a topic of this course. It was mentioned in the text, that's why I'm mentioning it. Our main thrust will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now let us look at one thing. We start with trade-off. Because of scarcity, before we make a choice, the key word is before we make a choice. Before we make a choice, we have to decide, do we choose X or do we choose Y? We have two options in front of us, X and Y. Before you came to study MBA at BRAC University, did you have more than one choice in front of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay, so what did you do? You have, for example, you had 4 choices. You rank the choices. This is my best choice. This is my second best choice. This is my third best choice. This is my fourth choice. Didn't you rank this?
Right, sir.
Maybe you did not do it theoretically. Maybe you did not do it formally. But in the back of your mind, this was definitely in your mind in making a decision to come to BRAC to make study an MBA. That I have 4 choices in front of me or 3. Which one is the best? Now, why are we choosing the best one? If we don't choose the best one, that means there was scope for further development. When we make a decision, we always try to identify the best. The moment we use the word best, it's a superlative degree. That means in comparison, it is at the top. Now, somebody might say that I want to choose the worst. এখানে কেউ আছে যে worst choice টা choose করতে পারে? আছে? Worst choice. Can you think about a situation where I want to choose the worst?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Nobody can think.
No, sir.
Okay. Suppose I want to kill a mosquito. ঠিক আছে? বাংলা একটা প্রবাদ আছে না? কামান দিয়ে মশা মারা। Have you heard it?
yes,
জি স্যার, জি স্যার।
Yes, sir.
কামান একটা ক্যানন বল দিয়ে কি আমরা মশা মারতে পারবো না?
পারবো স্যার।
অবশ্যই পারবো, but A, it will be very costly. B, it may not be effective. So if we are looking at cost, not benefits, then our best is not the maximum, it is the minimum. Got the logic?
Can you please explain
sir.
again?
আচ্ছা আমি আবার বলি, আমি বাংলায় বলি। আমরা যদি একটা cost related একটা কাজ করতে চাই, what do? We try to identify the least costly method. When we want to develop a project where benefits or profits will come, we try to identify the best profit-oriented outcome. Right?
Yes, sir.
So basically, what the text will tell you is that you try to choose the best, choose the best, choose the best. This is toxic positivity. In real life, sometimes we have to choose the worst.
The worst. Okay.
Because so what we do, we maximize things that we like, minimize things that we don't like. In the 19th century, the economists used the word pleasure and pain. So whatever gives us pleasure, we try to maximize it. Whatever gives us pain, we try to minimize it. Now, if we generalize the concept, then what happens? We are basically trying to maximize profits, minimize costs. So when we came to do an MBA at BRAC, we calculated 2 things. What is the long-term benefit that I'm going to get? What is the cost that I have to incur over these 2 years or 2.5 years? এভাবে চিন্তা করেছেন না সবাই?
yes, sir.
These costs could be financial. These costs could also be non-financial. So what you did for BRAC MBA, you calculated the benefits, the stream of benefits that you might get after you finish, and what is the cost that I have to incur now? Do I have to take a loan from somebody in order to meet the costs? Am I going to take
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Now,
Yes, sir.
Now we
yes,
can.
now I can hear you.
Internet connection was unstable anyhow. So basically what we did when we decided to do an MBA at BRAC, we calculated a stream of benefits, we calculated a stream of costs. And then we compared these benefits and costs with another, the second best option. Then we compared it with the third best option, assuming that we have only 3 options in front of us. And then we found out that BRAC MBA B is better than doing something else at A or C. So our ranking was what? B for BRAC is greater than A, is greater than C. Then we decided, okay, we'll do the BRAC MBA. So this is known as trade-off. We have 2 years in front of us. We cannot do an MBA or something else at the same time, parallel. So we have to make a choice. The first choice that we have to make is which one is more beneficial for us. So basically what we did, AJ. So the foundations of choice is based on scarcity. Like we said that economics, it's basically a science of scarcity. Because there's scarcity, we have to make a choice. This scarcity is due to limit. Sorry, কেউ কিছু বলছে? Okay. This scarcity was due to limited resources. We have limited funds. Okay, whether we are taking it as a scholarship from somewhere, or whether we're paying it from our pocket, or our parents are giving it to us, those resources are limited. Time is also limited. You can do this MBA over 20 years, but that's not practical. Technology is also limited. Like we said a little while ago, that to kill a mosquito, we can use a cannonball. We can also use aerosol. So which technology is less cost effective? Now, this is very important. At a decision নেওয়ার আগে, X and Y and Z, or X and Y, both of them are in front of us. BRAC MBA was in front of us, and other options that we could have taken if we decided not to do an MBA at BRAC. So if we choose X over Y, we make a trade-off or a sacrifice. This is known as opportunity cost. Opportunity cost আমরা কিভাবে calculate করেছি? Next classে আমরা proper examples দেখবো. We calculated the stream of benefits. We calculated the stream of costs. The costs are just costs that we will incur during the tenure of the MBA. Benefits are benefits that we will incur after the MBA is done. আচ্ছা, এখন what we did after that, আমরা calculate করে দেখলাম যে a BRAC MBA is more beneficial to us net wise compared to something else. Then we decided we should take BRAC X. That means we sacrificed Y. That is the opportunity cost, the cost of an opportunity. So alternatively, the cost of an opportunity is we chose X at the cost of sacrificing Y, because we cannot do an MBA at BRAC and say an MBA at another university at the same time. Now, this is now I already আমরা ইয়ে করেছি, সেটা হচ্ছে before you decided to do a master's at BRAC University, you had say 3 options, A, B, and C. Before you made the decision, all 3 options were available to you, but not all at the same time. Why not all at the same time? Because of scarcity. So we ranked. Why do we rank? We rank once we rank something, whether we do it on paper and pen and paper, or whether we do it psychologically. We rank in order to find the best or the worst. The worst in the minimum value is if we are looking at cost only. The maximum will be if we are looking at benefits only. Then we decided to choose BRAC, which was B. So what is the opportunity cost of this decision? Is it sacrificing A or sacrificing C? That is the question. We chose BRAC B, and we sacrificed A and C. But when we compared A and C, A was actually better than C. So our opportunity cost is actually sacrificing A in order to get B, not C. এটা বোঝা গেছে what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Best alternative. Next best alternative মানে there could have been more other alternatives, ঠিক আছে, but we did not write or we did not consider. So that's why I've given an example with 3. Now, if our ranking was B greater than C greater than A, then our opportunity cost of choosing B would have been sacrificing next best alternative C. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Acha, এখন this is something that textbooks don't discuss. They just finish it off in just one sentence, but this is something that we need to discuss. Before we came to BRAC to do an MBA, we were facing one type of particular environment. Now, after coming to BRAC, after finishing 1 semester or 2 semesters, has your outlook changed? It might have improved, it might have deteriorated, but has your outlook changed after 1 semester or 2 semesters at BRAC?
Yes, sir.
Definitely it has changed, because once you've made the decision, you've entered a different set, a different environment. You have committed that I'm going to do this MBA. Now, whether that was a good decision or not, you can never ever tell before making the decision, unless you do some very good market analysis. For example, have you followed the news that the Dhaka Chittagong Express Highway has been cancelled?
Yes, sir.
মানে একটা ইয়ে ছিল যে মানে there's going to be an express highway, 1 floor 2 floor, etc. Super highway that will link Dhaka and Chittagong. That particular project has been what do you call it, cancelled, because they've done a lot of analysis and they found out that this will not be a good thing in the end. But if they did not do this analysis and then they committed themselves, then whoever took the decision would have been in trouble. Have you noticed another thing, that the Podda Bridge may have a little bit of problem if the water starts to rise a lot?
Yes, sir.
Not the Podda Bridge. Some bridges recently, when the water started to rise a lot, some ships could not go under the bridge.
Yes, sir.
This is a technical fault. Whoever designed the bridge should have taken this into consideration. They did not. So what we can say, okay, after our decision has been made, we cannot go back. But the thing is, if we don't keep in mind what problems or troubleshootings can happen, then definitely we are going to make a bad decision. Taina?
Yes, sir.
So what the thing is that when we're talking about this thing, a sunk cost. Sunk cost is basically we have committed to do this work. That means we cannot go back now. Now, Grameenphone, when they came to Bangladesh, once they came to Bangladesh, they could not go somewhere else. Why? Because they had to commit a huge amount of capital in order to establish a mobile phone network. Right?
Yes, sir.
Hundreds and millions of dollars. Now, for example, a big pharmaceutical company, if they come to Bangladesh and they want to establish a pharmaceutical network, they will also have to commit a lot of money in order to enter the market. And it's not like একটা চায়ের দোকান দিলাম ব্র্যাক ইউনিভার্সিটির সামনে, আমার আজকে ভালো লাগছে না, আমি চলে গেলাম বাড়িতে, ওরকম না। We can go to another place very quickly if we can, our fixed cost is low. So sunk cost হচ্ছে, the higher the fixed cost, the more difficult it is to get out of the market. We are going to look at examples of this. Let me repeat myself 2 times. The higher the cost to enter, the more difficult it is to leave. Think about your own university, BRAC University. They have made a 19-story or 20-story building at Mohakani, right?
Right, sir.
And can they wake up tomorrow morning and say that we don't like this place, we'll go somewhere else? এটা হুট করে বলতে পারবে?
No, sir.
Absolutely no, sir.
Same is applicable for Grameenphone. Same is applicable for any big company that is established in Bangladesh. Whether that's a Bangladeshi company or a foreign company, that doesn't matter. So that's why we need to calculate the benefits and the costs extremely well. We will never be 100% correct or perfect, but the more effort that we make, the more perfect we will be able to become. So next class, we are going to look at some real world examples of opportunity cost. Now, incentives, Turkey. What is incentives? Acha, who has a good habit of going to a coffee shop?
Me, sir.
Somebody who goes to coffee shops very regularly?
Yes, sir.
Who is that?
This is me, sir. Ohana.
Ohana.
Yeah.
Ohana.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Ohana.
Okay, lovely. So do you go to a particular coffee shop or you go to many coffee shops?
Maximum time it's North End.
Okay.
North End and Secret Recipe.
Okay, so you frequent 2 coffee shops most of the time, right?
Yes, sir. Almost every day.
Almost every day. Okay, no problem. It's a Adda Sthal, so you definitely like going there. But the thing is, what asking you is that, have you noticed that one shop is very good at attracting customers compared to the other?
Yes, sir.
Why? Can you make a little comparison since you go to these two very frequently?
When I go to North End, probably when they actually know my face because I go there regularly, so they treat me specially, if I can tell you, because I almost do breakfast every day there,
Okay.
and I go secret very often also, but they can't remember my face.
Okay, they can't remember your name. So,
Yeah, they can't really remember my name. Plus, even when I go to North End, they know what I will eat.
oh, so they also know what you like.
Yeah.
Now, the objective of why I'm saying this is that in any system, you have to be able to create some policies whereby you can attract people.
Yes,
How
sir.
can you attract people? You can attract people by creating incentives. Like the first one that you mentioned, North End.
Yeah.
Their management has taken very good notice that whoever comes regularly, treat them differently
Yes,
or
sir.
try to understand what they like. So
Yes, sir.
that creates an automatic incentive for you to go to North End as a first choice.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
So in any economic system, no matter whether that's a small coffee shop or whether that's a big vaccination program that that the government is actually currently doing. Now the government has taken the target of vaccinating kids from 12 to 17. Okay. Now, is it possible for the government to force people to take a vaccination?
No, sir.
It's not possible. It is possible, but that won't be a practical thing to do. So
Yeah.
what the government will try to do, the government will try to create incentives so that people automatically enroll into this vaccination program. How the
Yes, sir.
government will do that? That is the second thing. Now, when we are talking about incentives, we are also talking about disincentives. Every system has things that they don't like you to do. For example, Prague University doesn't want you to adopt unethical measures, right? In an
Yes,
exam.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So how does Prague University create disincentives? They can do that by force. They can also do that through consultation. মানুষকে বুঝালো যে এটা করোনা 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 এইভাবে they can do it through consultation. They can also do it through force. Similarly, this vaccination program, the government can make people force people to enter. The government can also make it voluntary. So what we are going to do in the next class is that incentives. How can a system create incentives, i.e., encourage people to do something, or how can a system create disincentives, i.e., how to discourage somebody to do something? Now, this is a very bad example. I should have done it before. সেটা হচ্ছে, suppose like Ohana.
Yes, sir.
North End knows that Ohana is their regular customer. The other shop ওটার নাম কি ছিল?
Secret recipe.
কি recipe?
Secret recipe.
দোকানের নাম secret recipe. Okay. The secret recipe is not that much well informed that Ohana goes there once in a while. Okay. So what if I'm designing a policy that I've noticed that Ohana and many people like her prefer 100 milliliter coffee shot in the morning. And most of them don't like a big coffee shot in the morning. They prefer a big coffee shot during the afternoon. So what do? Can't I do a dynamic pricing?
Yes, sir.
What is dynamic pricing? I change the price of the commodity either according to quantity or according to the time that it is served. Many of us here use Uber.
Yes, sir.
And Uber has one important information that for many of you are using Uber to go to your office. So Uber knows very well that at a particular time you are using Uber a lot. Other times you're using Uber less. So what will Uber do? Uber will definitely apply dynamic pricing. when you use the Uber at in a particular time for a particular route, you will find that the price is quite high. Do you find it like this?
Yes, sir,
Yes,
of
sir.
course. Like
Especially
at the
after
morning.
5 p.m., the prices hike very much.
Okay, after 5 p.m. is one timing. Dynamic pricing also takes into consideration which route you're taking. If you're doing 5 p.m. at say Dhaka University campus, they're not worried because not too many people are traveling by Uber in that area. But if you're coming from say Bonani to Dhanmondi, then the pricing will be quite high. So the thing is, when we're talking about incentives, we need to create an environment where we know that this person is going to travel at this particular time. We know that this person is going to travel in this particular route, which is a very heavy route at that time. So we create an incentive for them to come. And then when it is off peak, we create disincentives. That's it. What we want to do in incentives, just like I said right now, is that we want to encourage somebody to do something. How can we do that? To answer this question, for example, Ahona knows very well about 2 coffee shops. She knows if you were the manager of a coffee shop, Ahona, won't you be able to know how to attract your customer now?
Yeah.
Because you go to 2 coffee shops extremely well, frequently, know which one treats you in which way, which one treats you in another way. So you can develop a system where you can create an incentive and also a disincentive, right?
Yes, sir. Definitely.
So what we in any economic system, what we need to do is we want to find out a mechanism whereby we can create incentives where people want to do something, and where we can to encourage, or we can do disincentives to discourage. Kazi Nair Sobhan, you raised your hand. Any question?
Sir, can you hear me?
Did you raise your hand? এখানে দেখাচ্ছে কাজী নাইর সোবহান has raised his hand. Do you want to say something? Shall I carry on? Okay, I'll carry on then. So these are the questions that we want to ask is, when will an incentive work? That depends on the particular case study. When will a disincentive work? That also depends on a case study. When will neither of them work? That also depends on a case study. So we are in the next class, we are going to think about examples where we will be addressing these 3 questions in detail. এই সপ্তাহে করতে পারতাম যদি শনিবারের ক্লাসটা হতো। ঠিক আছে? ওকে? Clear?
Okay, sir.
Now, exchange. Number 3. What is exchange? Exchange is something moves from this hand to this hand. Robin Hood, he was famous for stealing from the rich and giving it to the poor. That is also one kind of exchange. He's taking wealth from the rich, giving it to the poor. Is this long-term sustainable?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No.
No, sir.
Why is it not sustainable long-term?
The rich might run out of wealth.
Rich might also try to find ways in order to hide their wealth.
Yes, sir. That's also true.
Okay, they won't. Some rich people will never run out of wealth. Okay, but if you Robin Hood does this thing in order to help the poor, which is very nice, very noble of him. He can do it for some time successfully, but this is not a sustainable strategy. You cannot forcefully take something and give it to something else, or make somebody consume something forcefully over time. টিকার ক্ষেত্রে, ভ্যাকসিনেশনের ক্ষেত্রে গভর্নমেন্ট হয়তো জোর করে দিতে পারে, because the society expects everybody will be vaccinated. But if this policy is continued for next 20 years, মানুষ কি এটা সহ্য করবে? What do you think? It's not a sustainable policy, তাই না?
No, sir.
So what we want to find out is, when we are looking at exchange, this exchange has to be mutually beneficial for both parties. The person who's going to give will happily give. The person who's going to receive will happily receive. If this does not happen, then a system will not be sustainable. So what we when we look at exchange, what we want to do is the market exchange. The exchanges have to be sustainable. It has to be voluntary. Both parties have to voluntarily agree in order to enter an exchange. Later on, we are going to look at some very important real world cases. This semester, I'm definitely going to do that. For example, kidney market. Isn't there a kidney market in this world? Do you know how many countries have a legal kidney market?
No, sir.
There's only one country where kidneys can be sold and bought legally, and that is Iran. In any other country, kidney transplants happen, but that has to be an extremely matching case, right? No
Yes, sir.
matter how much I want, can I give my kidney to any Tom, Dick, Harry? I can't. No matter how much I want, give my blood to anybody? No. Similarly, I can't accept somebody's kidney. I can't accept anybody's blood. So these are special cases that we'll definitely try to explore this semester. That in these cases, how do we match the two people who want to do an exchange, the buyer and the seller? These are called matching markets. These are not discussed in normal economics, but I think this is high time now to discuss these things, even if it is at a very superficial level. The classic case is a kidney transplant, where the kidneys have to match. Otherwise, the doctors are not going to perform this particular operation. Okay. এই যে রবিনহুডে যেটা বলছি, আচ্ছা, information, this is very important. In a used car market, who has more information about the actual quality of the car? The owner or the seller, a buyer?
Seller.
Seller has more information about the actual quality, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. An insurance market, who has actual information about the actual quality of the person who's going to buy the insurance? যে কিনবে তার কাছে বেশি ইনফরমেশন আছে না?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If I want to buy a health insurance, how fit I am, how fit I'm not, isn't that information is in my hand. The insurance company, life Alico হোক বা বাংলাদেশের একটা insurance company হোক, they have less information about myself than I myself. So in these situations, আমরা এটা একদম লাস্টের দিকে করব, সেটা হচ্ছে how do that's why I haven't done any example for this one, number 4. সেটা হচ্ছে how do we solve these markets? That in a used car market, if buyers cannot identify which is the good used car and which is the bad used car, then ultimately buyers are not going to enter this market. That's not sustainable. After some time, buyer বুঝে যাবে যে এখানে এই মার্কেটে ঢুকে লাভ নাই। আচ্ছা, for example, how many of you are familiar with the underground market in Gulistan? Is there anybody here who is familiar with the underground market in Gulistan?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, lovely. Who said yes, sir?
Musabbir.
Sabbir,
Oh,
আচ্ছা।
sir.
আচ্ছা, এই জোবাইর and Sabbir are familiar with that. ওই মার্কেটে কি জেনুইন আইফোন বিক্রি হয়?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir. No, sir.
Suppose I go there and I start selling a genuine iPhone or a genuine, Samsung S Ultra, S series. ওটা কেন আমি বিক্রি করতে পারবো না ওখানে?
ওইখানে তো সব সেকেন্ড হ্যান্ড বা রেপ্লিকা, সেকেন্ড হ্যান্ড পাওয়া যেতে পারে স্যার।
সেকেন্ড হ্যান্ড পাওয়া যেতে পারে, কিন্তু জেনুইন, আমি দ্যাটস ওয়াই আই ইউজ দ্য ওয়ার্ড জেনুইন। জেনুইনটা কেন আমি বিক্রি করতে পারবো না? বিকজ দ্যাট মার্কেট ইজ এ ইউজড or very inferior quality product market, তাই না?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what happens, ওখানে যদি জেনুইন ফোন থাকে, ঠিক আছে, ultimately
বিশ্বাসই করবে না
those genuine phones will go to markets like Bosundhara.
Yes, sir.
তাই না? বসুন্ধরায় কিন্তু 2 নম্বর মানে ওরকম ইনফিরিয়ার কোয়ালিটি বা ইউজড ফোনস কি বিক্রি হয়?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So over time, the thing is, when information is uncertain, then ultimately markets have some internal mechanisms whereby they get separated. The used products or the inferior products will sell in one place. For example, ODC market এর নাম শুনছো তোমরা? Opposite Dhaka College.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Did you know it as ODC?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
শার্টটা ওডিসি থেকে কেনা I bought it for only 500 টাকা so the thing is if I want a very good shirt then I won't be able to get it in ODC market if I go to ODC market and I see a shirt is selling for 2000 taka the first thing that will come to my mind I'm not going to buy it
It's not possible.
ঠিক আছে for that type of a shirt I have to go to Bosundhara I have to go to Jamuna etc if I want to get a very good designer a cut etc so what happens is if information is uncertain then there are some internal mechanisms whereby markets segregate themselves now the same coffee let's get back to Ohana এই একই কফি কেটে মুদির দোকানে বিক্রি হয় না ভেন্ডিং মেশিন থেকে
Yes, sir.
So is same coffee. The coffee that you're having at North End, the vending machine of coffee ditche. But why is that vending machine coffee cheap? Because
Because of the low quality and the caffeine quality.
that sells in a low quality segment of the market. North End coffee is good coffee, high quality coffee. That's why the North End coffee sells in another segment of the market. So this is what we are going to be interested in. That how is information influencing the segmentations of markets ঠিক আছে এটা আমি এখানে next week we are not going to look at examples of this one because this is later on in the course distribution we are not interested ঠিক আছে আচ্ছা are you doing a macroeconomics course this semester or has anybody done one last semester whatever Are you doing a microeconomics course this semester or has anybody done a macroeconomics course last semester?
No, sir.
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে so these are the two main branches of economics micro and macro macro is basically we look at some macro variables which are aggregate variables for example inflation for example unemployment okay those monetary policy those are discussed under macroeconomics our managerial economics is basically applied micro so we are going to be focusing on micro those যারা জানে আর না জানলেও কোনো সমস্যা নাই আচ্ছা এইটা হচ্ছে একটা ইম্পর্টেন্ট জিনিস জাস্ট জানার জন্য যে why do economists disagree economics started out as an exact science like physics they wanted to model everything in the world there was nothing wrong in that because I don't know whether you know it Newton once wrote an article on money and Adam Smith once wrote an article on astronomy in the 17th century 18th century people were obsessed with finding a grand unified theory is there one theory that can explain everything economics theoretical economics was born out from that exercise in the middle of the 19th century so that's why what happened was it went to a theoretical line but economics is also social science a social science means if we are going to invest money in education or do we invest money in health if we make a choice for education then there is a big health lobby in this country right or every country will get very angry that in this year's budget our allocation on health was very low or vice versa the allocation on health is very good and the allocation on education is low so we have a lobby that is a education lobby so economics we have this problem which we call positive economics and normative economics when we use the word value judgment, what should be done, what should not be done, we cannot think in positive terms. We are looking at basically economics as a pure science, that what will happen and what will not happen. Now, like I said, today's class will be a limited class because we lost the Saturday class. Is there anybody here from section 1, the Saturday class?
Yes, for me.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
আমরা বেসিক্যালি এই পুরো জিনিসটা আবার সামারাইজ করব, করে then we will start the applications, and then we will get into a concept called demand. How do we define demand? What important things of demand do we want to look at? ঠিক আছে, সো আমরা না এটা করব না, আমরা application 4টা করব না, সরি, we will do these 3: opportunity cost, incentives, and exchange. So problems will arise with the above concept. The challenge is how can we address these problems. So next class, summarization of today's topics and discussion of applications, and then other topics, new topics will be introduced. Next Tuesday, I will be giving assignment number 1. Because how it will be designed, what you will have to do will be discussed in the Saturday class, but I will give the assignment on Tuesday night. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
And
sir.
the main objective of giving it early in the semester has two reasons. Number 1, assignment যদি বেশি নিতে পারি আমরা best 3 out of 4, best 3 out of 5 can count করতে পারবো. So ultimately your grade, that's good on your grade and also good on your confidence. আরেকটা হচ্ছে যে the first assignment many of you may not do as well as you thought. These things can happen, so we have to encourage trial and error. Okay, so this is more or less the end of today's limited class. Is there anybody, does anybody have any questions? Is there any questions that you may want to ask?
Sir,
Carry on.
yeah. অপরচুনিটি কস্ট ঠিক ডিসাইড করার সময় কি বেস্ট অপশনগুলোর মধ্যেই কি চুজ করতে হবে, এমন নাকি এমনও হতে পারে যে বেস্ট অর ওয়ার্স্ট এর মধ্যেও আমরা চুজ করতে পারবো?
Best and worst are actually mirror images of each other. এখন কথার কথা, you have decided to come to BRAC University to do an
Sir,
MBA.
আমি একটা এক্সাম্পল দেই।
হ্যাঁ, sure.
সাপোজ আমি যদি এখন আমার বাবার জন্য একটা মোবাইল ফোন কিনতে চাই, I can go for iPhone or a button phone for Nokia, like Nokia. So eventually, iPhone is much better than those button phones that Nokia provides. So my father usually prefers the button phone. So
Okay.
in that case, what's actually going on here? I'm choosing the much lower functionality phones, but quality দিক দিয়ে iPhone হলো ভালো. So
If you could have treated your dad an iPhone, that would have made you happy, right?
yeah,
আমি আমার বাবাকে একটা
so his own preference.
ডেফিনেটলি, মানে সারা জীবন উনি আমার জন্য কষ্ট করছে, আমি একটু শখ করে ওনাকে একটা আইফোন দিব, এই তো। বাট দ্য থিং ইজ, ইফ ইউ গিভ অ্যান আইফোন টু হিম, বেচারা হয়তো ওনার জন্য প্র্যাকটিক্যাল হবে না, হবে?
No, sir.
আচ্ছা, ফর এক্সাম্পল, লুক এট দিস ফোন, ক্যান ইউ সি ইট? দিস ইজ আ ভেরি
Sir.
Nokia, sir.
it's called Okapia. It has very fat numbers. Okay, I got it, one for my dad and also one for myself. I got it because the numbers are so big that a person who doesn't have good eyesight can find out the numbers, and the number light or jolly. So when I'm making a choice like that, definitely cost is more important to me than fancy functions in an iPhone or a Samsung S Ultra. Right now?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
opportunity cost to depend করবে individual যে ডিসিশন নিচ্ছে ওর প্রেফারেন্সের উপর, তাই না?
হ্যাঁ. Now you are making a decision. For example, একটু আগে আমরা কি বলছি, যে sometimes we make a decision on behalf of somebody else. And when
Yes,
you're
sir,
making,
but still we will be choosing their point of view or from their point of view?
আমরা কি কনটেক্সটে যে ডিসিশন নিচ্ছি? আচ্ছা, one person raised their hand, some Maliha বোধহয়। মালিহাকে, হ্যাঁ, what's your question, Maliha?
Okay, it's not about the topic. I want to know that, sir, where will we get the study materials like the slides?
Okay, I'll answer that right at the end. Okay,
Okay.
I think, did you join us 5-10 minutes late?
Exactly, sir. I was leaving my office then, so I was on the way to my home, sir.
Your question was answered at the beginning of the class, but I'll repeat myself again. Don't worry. Just
Okay,
remind.
thank you so much, sir.
No problem. So,
Okay.
anybody else with any other question? Please ask. Just be frank to ask.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Carry on.
Sir, you gave an example where you said, where you gave us like 3 options, where B was better than A and A was better than C. So if we choose A, then what will be our opportunity cost? According to that example, I couldn't hear you properly.
If you chose A, what is the rank between B and C? Is it A greater than B greater than C, or A greater than C greater than B? You tell me what was your ranking. You chose A, so A is your top. So what is number 2, B or C?
B was greater than A and A was greater than C.
Okay, so the second choice is your opportunity cost. Next best alternative. The best alternative is the alternative that you chose, A, and the next best alternative is your opportunity cost. Now, if you in your ranking, if it is ABC, then B is your opportunity cost. If in your ranking it's ACB, then C is your opportunity cost.
Okay,
Got it?
so it's always the next best thing.
The second one.
Right. Got it.
The second one that you did not choose.
Right.
এখন whatever your ranking is, এখন যদি 4টা ranking থাকে, say A, D, C, B, then D is opportunity cost.
Okay, sir.
Got it now?
Right, sir. Got it.
Any
I
other
had one more question which I asked, but I couldn't speak because my mic was muted.
Carry on. What was your question?
So it was about the incentives and the disincentives part. Which would be the situations where we would want to create disincentives?
Acha. For example, we discussed Ahona's love affair with North End Coffee.
Yes, sir.
And she loves North End Coffee because North End Coffee gives her a personal treat, a personal, attention there. Now, if I'm the management of, if I was in the management of North End Coffee, that is my first target. Can I give the customer a personal experience? What incentives can I create for them? What is my benefit for that? If I can give my customer a personal experience, the customer will come back again. Right now, in the servicing, this is very important. In a coffee shop, or if you go to a chul katar je আছে না, a barber shop. So there are lots of barber shops in Dhaka city, but everybody has a particular special choice, right?
Right, sir.
And it could be for geographical location. It could also be for the service that
person who cuts.
এমন হতে পারে অনেক নাপিতের আমরা গিয়ে কিন্তু একটা পার্টিকুলার নাপিতের কাছে কিন্তু চুল কাটি, তাই না?
Yes, sir, always.
Yeah, because that person knows me, that person knows lots of things about me. আমার সাথে অনেক আড্ডাও দিতে পারে, বা আপনার বাবা কেমন আছে, মা কেমন আছে, ঠিক আছে? So if I am in the managing that type of a shop, which is service oriented industry, I will definitely try to create some incentives so the customer comes and wants to come back again. In a bookshop,
yes, sir. For
example, if you go to a bookshop regularly and the person who's selling knows what type of books you like, isn't that a good reason for you to visit them again?
Yes, sir. He will be able to suggest me better books next time.
Definitely. আজকাল এটা সম্ভব, because what books you are buying, they have it in the data bank. আবার আটকে গেলাম না, wait, আবার আটকে গেছি।
No, sir, you're moving.
Sir, you're audible.
Okay, for example, if I go to a bookshop, whatever, আমার data কিন্তু ওদের কাছে আছে nowadays.
Yes, sir.
ঠিক আছে? So আমি কি ধরনের বই কিনছি সেই এই অনুযায়ী কিন্তু তারা আমাকে আমি ইমেলও পাঠাতে পারে, they can give me suggestions that these particular books have come, so এটা দেখে আমি হয়তো আবার আসতে পারি, তাই না?
Yes, sir.
So the incentives and the disincentives is that I want to create incentives, then people will perform. The reverse is also true.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Somebody mic of current candidate. So, and sometimes we might want to create a disincentive. Right now, there might be some things that we don't want to do. Let me give you an example.
Yes,
For
sir.
example, the North End coffee shop আমি বলি, Ohana goes there, because they know what she wants and etc. etc. But the coffee shop owner does not want Ohana to stay there for 3 hours.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Because
sir.
if she stays there for 3 hours, she will be occupying a table, and that means that will be a bad for their business, তাই না?
Yes, sir.
তো ইনসেনটিভ ক্রিয়েট করার সাথে সাথে একটা ইনসেনটিভ তৈরি করতে হবে। অনেক কফি শপে হ্যাভ ইউ নোটিস দেয়ার ইজ নো টেবিল, ওই দেয়ালের সাথে একটা ছোট্ট একটা প্ল্যাটফর্ম দেওয়া থাকে, ওখানে বসে বসে কফি খেতে হয়।
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why do they do that?
So that people don't sit there for too long.
So that people,
And they can sit with their friends.
তাই না? তারপর বড় বড় যে বিরিয়ানি হাউস গুলো আছে, ওদের আরেকটা ওদের প্রাইসিং এর মধ্যে একটা আছে না, যে ফর টেক অ্যাওয়ে কাস্টমার্স দিস ইজ দ্য প্রাইস, ফর সিটিং কাস্টমার্স দিস ইজ অ্যানাদার প্রাইস।
Yes, sir. There are different menus.
This is how you're creating incentives and you're segregating your customers, because not everybody will come to your shop to spend 1 hour to eat. Somebody might just be sending somebody to get a takeaway. Yeah? So in order to encourage those takeaway customers, you want to give a reduced price. If you don't eat in the shop, okay, 10% off. If you eat in the shop, then you have to pay for the environment and etc. So that's also one way of creating an incentive, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, sir.
So these are the things that we are going to look into in detail next week, and then we'll start the concept of demand.
Sir, I have a question. Which chapter of the textbook are we following for this discussion?
I'll also answer that one. It is slides here. I'll show you. I'll tell you. Huh? So we have one chapter. Okay, huh? I'll answer these two. Any other questions, anybody?
Sir, I have a question, sir. Sir,
Sure.
can you give an example of positive economics?
Positive economics is if price increases, then we know that quantity demanded will fall. Cause and effect. This is positive economics. Okay. Positive economics is demand and supply determines that the price of 1 kg rice is 500 taka. This is positive economics. Okay. Whether that is acceptable by the society is normative economics. You get the logic?
Yes, sir, I got the logic.
Now, let me give you a practical example in the context of today. The COVID vaccine, the government is giving to everybody for free, right?
Yes,
Right, sir.
Yes, sir.
Price tag on it. Positive economics says there's nothing wrong in it. There's a cost involved in the vaccine. So one vaccine will cost, say, 2,000 taka. Now, what problem will that arise? This is something that everybody has to have. So those who don't have money won't get vaccinated. Those who have money will get an added advantage. Will the society tolerate this? In the case of vaccines,
No,
Oh,
sir.
sir.
if if an iPhone goes up 2,000 taka more tomorrow, is the society bothered?
No, sir.
Not at all.
So the thing is, what type of a good are we looking at? If a good is a social good, okay, so it has to have a social pricing, like the vaccine, like drinking water. ঢাকা বাসা কি চাইলে পানির দাম বাড়াতে পারে?
No, sir.
No, sir.
কিন্তু খাবারের দাম বাড়ে, তাতে কিন্তু মানুষের সমস্যা নাই, কিন্তু পানির দাম যদি বেড়ে যায় তাহলে কিন্তু একদম তুলকালাম কাণ্ড লেগে যাবে। Why? Because water does not have any substitute. Food has many substitutes. If you don't like fish, you can eat vegetables. If you don't like vegetables, you can eat meat. If you don't like either of the three, you can eat fruits. But with water, water is something that we can't live without. Water is something that has no close substitute. তাই না?
Yes, sir, right.
Yes, sir.
Right, sir.
তাহলে গ্যাসের সাবস্টিটিউট আছে দেখে কি প্রাইস বাড়াতে থাকে?
Sorry?
স্যার তাহলে গ্যাসের সাবস্টিটিউট আছে দেখে কি প্রাইস বাড়াতে থাকে?
Substitute যদি থাকে, then we can think about private pricing. But as a vaccine এর ক্ষেত্রে কি can we do private pricing?
No, sir.
We can't do private pricing with the vaccine, can we?
স্যার সাপোজ
No, sir.
ওরা অ্যান্টিবায়োটিক্স নিয়ে আসলো ফর দিস, তখন হচ্ছে গিয়ে ওরা প্রাইভেট প্রাইসিং করতে পারবে?
করতে পারবে, কিন্তু right now can
রাইট নাও তো
Bangladesh or any other country in the world to supply this vaccine privately?
No, sir.
কোনো country কিন্তু privately দেয় নাই. There is not a single example, because this has become a social, not only a social good, it has become a global good. The whole world wants this vaccine. So it is the responsibility of each government. If the government doesn't have money, then maybe World Health Organization will help some poor countries or whatever. And it is also responsibility of our government to provide it for free. Although it's not free, there is a cost involved, but this will be paid by the government. But সেই ক্ষেত্রে government is not going to do the same with iPhone. Government is not going to do the same with, cars. But the government may do that with bus pricing. Because bus হচ্ছে একটা কি বলে জনগণের যোগাযোগ মাধ্যম। এবার বোঝা গেছে?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me answer the questions of those. প্রথমে যে জিজ্ঞেস করেছিল, where will I get the materials? আচ্ছা, এই যে who asked where you will get the materials?
Sir, me.
Okay, lovely. আমি এখনই স্লাইডটা করে দিব. You get it from this Google Drive. Once I upload it, are you in the Facebook group, Maliha?
I guess, sir, I have joined. Yes.
Okay, lovely. So I'll share this Google Drive. Once it's updated in the
Okay.
Facebook, you can just click and get access to everything. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
আরেকজনকে আজকে টেক্সট কি ছিল, তাই তো? Another person asked about the
Yes,
text.
sir.
The text হচ্ছে এই যেটা Stiglitz chapter 1 page 1 to 22. And where is this Stiglitz chapter 1? Stiglitz chapter 1 is in the Google Drive under a folder called texts.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you can download that entire book. You don't have to read the entire book. You just read chapter 1, which is page number 1 to 22. Okay,
Okay, sir.
lovely. And anybody else with any other question? Toski হয়ে গেছে?
আসসালামু আলাইকুম স্যার।
ওয়ালাইকুম সালাম, what's your question?
আচ্ছা স্যার, আমি আজকে একটু লেটে জয়েন করেছি, তো সো এই ভিডিওটা কি অলরেডি আপলোডেড অন ইউটিউব নাকি পরে আপলোড হবে?
পরে আপলোড হবে, এটা একটু সময় লাগবে। এটা হয়েছে কি ইদানিং ইন্টারনেট কানেকশন ইজ কোয়াইট ব্যাড, so once the class finishes, once it is uploaded, I'll give you the links in what do you call it,
Google Classroom, right?
YouTube channel as well. If you have the bell button there, or it will give you the update that ওখানে একটা নতুন ভিডিও এসেছে। ঠিক আছে,
থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ স্যার।
আসসালামু আলাইকুম স্যার।
থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ
স্যার। আসসালামু আলাইকুম স্যার।
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম, what's your question, young man?
স্যার, আমাদের কি রেগুলার যে ক্লাসগুলো হচ্ছে, মানে এগুলো কি সবগুলো আমরা পাবো, মানে ভিডিও এতে আপনার ইউটিউব চ্যানেলে?
আমার চ্যানেলই আছে, আমি সাথে সাথে আপলোড করে দেই, বাট it might take 2 to 3 hours. ঠিক আছে, মানে you check 2 to 3 hours later, okay?
Sir, can you repeat?
Yes, sir.
হ্যাঁ, এটা হচ্ছে কি ডিপেন্ডস অন দ্য ইন্টারনেট স্পিড অনুযায়ী এটা আপলোডেড হয়, তো এইজন্য।
স্যার, আমি রিকোয়েস্টটা করেছিলাম স্যার গ্রুপে। ক্যান ইউ স্যার অ্যাকসেপ্ট দ্য রিকোয়েস্ট ইন দ্য ফেসবুক?
What's your name?
Malia Hussain.
So I'll do it just after the class.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
No, there's not a Messenger or WhatsApp group. I am totally against Messenger. Messenger is a very nuisance creating thing. I'm thinking of uninstalling Messenger from my phone so that people send me email. Okay. Any other question? Anybody? Any other question? Anybody?
So if we have any further questions regarding the lectures, can we make
Just throw the question in the Facebook group.
Facebook group, right? Okay, so thank you.
Any kind of question, and if you ask a question, if I give you an answer, everybody else will also get share korte parbo, then I don't have to give the same answer again and again.
Got it, sir. Thank you.
Any kind of question, no matter how stupid it is, you just ask me.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Any other question? Group assignments, no. Not in online. Okay. Any other question? The group assignment, can I mean, do you remember why I won't take group assignments?
Yes, sir.
Because those who have come from BRAC University, who have done undergrad, they will get an added advantage over those who have come from outside. If the physical class hoto, tale ekta hoto ki class pore you meet each other, cha khete, then you create a bondage, and then you know who you can collaborate with. But since this is 100% online, a group assignment na dewaটা better. It won't be a practical thing to do. Any other question?
No, sir.
Okay, তাহলে এই ক্লাসের পরে এখন বাজে 8:45টা, মানে once it is uploaded আমি ফেসবুক গ্রুপে দিব, and you can also check the Google the YouTube channel, ঠিক আছে? So shall we stop it here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
সবাইকে শুভেচ্ছা, আর কালকে তো ঈদে মিলাদুন নবী আর লক্ষ্মী পূজা, সবাইকে এই দুটো অনুষ্ঠানের জন্য শুভেচ্ছা। ওকে, বাই।
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Carry on.
Sir, are we having class on Saturday, sir? I was a bit confused about it.
Oh no, Saturday টা হচ্ছে কি, last Saturday there was a government holiday, so এখন যদি আমি যখন একটা ক্লাস সেকশন নিতাম,
জি স্যার,
একটা ক্লাস বাদ গেলে ওই উইকটাই বাদ যেত।
জি স্যার।
এখন যেটা হয়েছে, স্যাটারডে ক্লাসটা যদি বাদ যায়, তাহলে আমার ক্লাসটা আমি নিচ্ছি। So what do I do? So, from my historical experience, কোন এক সপ্তাহে যদি একটা ক্লাস বাদ যায়, উল্টা ক্লাসটা আমি লিমিটেড একটা ক্লাস নিয়ে পরের বার নেক্সট ক্লাসে আমি এটা আবার মেকআপ করি।
ওকে,
ঠিক আছে?
ওকে স্যার।
মানে ছুটির উপরটা আমাদের হাত নাই, তাই না? কোন দিন?
না স্যার। ওকে স্যার।
তো ঠিক আছে, তাহলে এভরিবডি স্টে ওয়েল, সবাইকে ঈদে মিলাদুন নবী আর লক্ষ্মী পূজার শুভেচ্ছা, ইনশাআল্লাহ আবার, হ্যাঁ।